probably put it in G. Trying to transpose it on the spot, but and yesterday I thought y'all were just going to do the chorus because we were teaching the chorus, and so I was prepared to do the chorus, and then he started the verses, and I'm like, okay, I'll put it in G. It'll be easy. Yeah, I'll put it in G for Thursday. I could probably sit here and figure it out if I had time, but no. Most of the time they're not.
Good morning, warriors. Please join me in the pledge to the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I will hide its words in my heart, that I might not sin against God. Join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, this is a good time to review our catechism. We're going to start from the very beginning, so we need to be real crisp like bacon today, okay? Who made you?
God made me.
God made me. What else did God make? God made all things. Why did God make you in all things?
For his own glory.
How can you glorify God?
By loving him and doing what he commands.
Why are you to glorify God?
Because he made me and takes care of me.
Is there more than one true God?
No, there is only one true God.
And how many persons does this one God exist?
In 3 persons.
Name these 3 persons.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
What is God?
God is a spirit and does not have a body like men.
Where is God?
God is everywhere.
Can you see God?
No, I cannot see God, but he always sees me.
Does God know all things?
Yes, nothing can be hidden from God.
Can God do all things?
Yes, God can do all his holy will.
Where do you learn how to love and obey God?
In the Bible alone.
Who wrote the Bible?
Chosen men who were inspired by the Holy Spirit.
Who were our first parents?
Adam and Eve.
How did God create man? God created man. Good. Of what were our first parents made? God made and Eve's out of a rib from Adam. What else did God give Adam and Eve besides bodies?
He gave them souls that will last forever.
Do you have a soul as well as a body?
Yes, and my soul is going to last forever.
How do you know your soul will last forever? Because the Bible tells me so. In what condition, did we do this one? In what condition did God make Adam and Eve? Made them holy and happy. What covenant did God make with Adam? These are trickier ones now. What is a covenant? A relationship that God establishes with us and guarantees by his word. In the covenant of life, what did God require Adam to do? To obey God perfectly. Good. So well done. So let's welcome up Mrs. Blackshear again as she talks about carefulness. Let's welcome her.
Good morning. Did you observe the weather outside this morning? Okay, I have a careful question for you. Is the sun shining? If the sun is not shining, did it go away or is it still there? Think carefully about how you answer. Thank you. Yesterday we started learning about the virtue of carefulness. Carefulness is close attention to avoid a problem or to avoid danger. And we talked about the three most often talked about kinds of carefulness in the Bible that God reminds us of. So number 1, be careful to obey all of his commands. Number 2, be careful to remember what he has done. And number 3, be careful not to be tempted by things or other people who might try to get you to do the wrong thing. Carefulness is something we hear about every day. We love the 100th day of school in kindergarten, and one of the things I sometimes do is I ask them, what is something you've heard 100 times? And I get things like, make up your bed, brush your teeth, and a lot of times it is be careful. We hear it all the time. Do we always pay attention to it? No. But what we're trying to do is not to nag you about little bitty things, but to turn you into a person who is full of carefulness. It's someone who you are, not something you do. So being careful about something does not mean that you have to be perfect. God knows that we're not going to be perfect, and it's also not being afraid to make a mistake. Carefulness is something that you have. When it becomes part of who you are, then you are ready when the situation comes up in which you need to be careful. If you know all of your Shirley grammar rules, then when you go to write a paragraph, you can do it carefully. I'm going to read a story to you today because a lot of times in the Bible, Jesus would teach us with a story to help us learn what he wants us to do. So this is an Aesop's fable, and it's called The Lion and the Fox. So listen carefully to which character is careful. An old lion whose teeth and claws were so worn that it was not so easy for him to get food as in his younger days, pretended that he was sick. He took care to let all his neighbors know about it, and then lay down in his cave to wait for visitors. And when they came to offer him their sympathy, he ate them up one by one. The fox came too, but he was very cautious about it. Standing at a safe distance from the cave, he inquired politely after the lion's health. The lion replied that he was very ill indeed and asked the fox to step in for a moment. But Master Fox very wisely stayed outside, thanking the lion very kindly for the invitation. I should be glad to do as you ask, he added, but I have noticed that there are many footprints leading into your cave and none coming out. Pray tell me, how do your visitors find their way out again? So our lesson there is to take warning, to be careful. So do you think anybody told the fox he needed to be careful before he went there? No, the fox had carefulness. He was already a careful person. So use that reminder today, and when you have caution that maybe you will not get the best math grade or you're concerned about your paper, go back and check it and be careful. When you're afraid that what might come out of your mouth might hurt someone else's feelings, remember to be careful and let it become part of who you are. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
So we're working on our new hymn of the month. Let's go through the chorus again. We'll have Ms. Delmajo help us with the hand motions. So, up from the grave he arose, with a mighty triumph o'er his foes. He arose a victor from the dark domain, and he lives forever with his saints to reign. He arose, hallelujah, Christ arose. Let's sing the song. You may be thinking that I'm having a hard time being careful and doing these things that Mrs. Blackshear's asking us to do. But here's the thing with that song. You have resurrection power in you. The power that raised Christ from the dead is also the power that lives in you. So if you look and you're having trouble with that, you look to the Lord for strength, and he gives you power. And that power is the power even over death. So it will be more than enough power for you to help you as you learn to grow, to be more careful. The Lord be with you.